Hello everyone, welcome to Opportunity Attacks. This is episode 11 of our D&D actual play of Keep on the Borderlands. If this is your first time tuning in, you may want to start in episode 1 for context. The link is in the description below. Please like and subscribe so you will know when our next episode will be uploaded. If you've made it this far, I salute your dedication. I think it's time for a real quick update to freshen you up on the story. The heroes went to Olka to help their old mentor Bernard, who was having goblin problems. They tracked the goblins down to an abandoned building in the middle of the woods, which they were headquartered out of. After killing all the goblins, they found a note on the goblin leader. The note was instructing them to disrupt trade with Olka and the Keep on the Borderlands. After reporting their success to Bernard, they then went back to the Keep to tell someone about this note. They spoke with Talbot, the captain of the Keep on the Borderlands, who informed them they were also having similar problems with the road connecting the Keep and the towns of Kvothe and Aquitani. These two towns were in dire need of food due to this trade deficit. Talbot hired the heroes to escort a caravan to both Aquitani and Kvothe. The heroes made it to Aquitani and delivered their goods. Making their way back to the Keep, they stopped at the town of Kvothe and met a priest of Ogma named Livy. In his library, they found the remains of a Volo's guide. Inside of it was a map of the local area. They then went back to the Keep and celebrated the Festival of Green Grass. Not sure of where to go next, the heroes consulted their newfound map, on which they noticed a strange location deep in the woods, labeled as the Caves of Chaos. They then left to investigate this mysterious location. When they got there, they found a huge canyon with a waterfall and stream running down the middle. The walls of the canyon are dotted with caves, and the area appears to be teeming with goblinoids. They entered the closest cave and killed an entire tribe of goblins and an ogre. The neighboring tribe of hobgoblins came down and investigated the carnage, while the heroes hid. The heroes were able to piece together that there is some sort of truce between the goblinoid tribes. All right, so you were in the cave. So basically you completely cleared out the goblin cave, and you accidentally killed a infiltrating hobgoblin. For some reason, it decided to pop in through some sort of secret door of some sort. Past that, after you killed the hobgoblin who interrupted your short rest, you heard banging on the door to there's a upstairs stairwell that ended in a door that was barricaded, and they said something about a truce. And then, of course, 10 minutes later or so, a troop of 15 hobgoblins. 15 hobgoblins will kill a third party of third level, probably dead. So this is incredibly scary. They went and investigated the inside of the cave, and as far as where is everybody I didn't really describe the inside of the ogre's lair, but who's out and in, I should say.
Well, I'm inside.
So there's a cave here, and they're inside, and there's a secret entrance that has been blocked off, so we cannot access. Me and Ian are in the bush observing hobgoblin activity and orc activity across the way.
Yeah. The orcs are kind of have their arms crossed. They're kind of looking and seeing what's going on. And they come and go. They're interested in what's going on, but they don't seem too concerned. All of the hobgoblins leave eventually finally get their way out. They seem to stand at attention and are very militaristic, it seems. Go ahead and give me a perception check, anybody that's outside. If you're inside, you don't get one.
See shit.
7. All right.
15.
15. That's exactly the target number. So you hear him talking about, and I'm not going to exactly say the exact words, because there's chops and stuff you don't hear. But you definitely hear him mention that to the next biggest hobgoblin that there is something went in and killed the goblins. They seem to have human-sized feet. It doesn't look like, and he says, "Is it the orcs?" "No, it's not. I don't think it's the orcs." And they look up at the orcs, kind of on the other side, and that's pretty much it. He says, what about that ogre? Where do you think that thing came from? And then you don't hear that part. And he says, let me go check in one more time. They, to him and another guy go inside. The others are standing at attention outside right around that area. And you guys are barely breathing. You are standing so quiet. So yeah, is there anything we're going to do?
I motion for you to go back inside with me.
Yeah.
I get stealth check or...
Oh, no, we already did a stealth check. We'll just keep that one. So yeah, you make your way on inside.
Share the news.
Okay.
Yeah, a very, very, very quiet whisper. I gather us all together.
Before you speak up.
Telepath.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like the leader is curious where the ogre came from. So I suggest we ready ourselves, because there's no way we're getting past them out there. But if there's a chance that we can ambush them as soon as if they find the doorway, that'd be best.
Okay. Now, are you staying inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all ready, I'm guessing, action in case they open the door.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say ready in action for either way, whether they come through either side. So yeah.
So are we trying to get out of here?
Well, there's nowhere to go to right now. We
Well, yeah.
can't get past
I
them.
was just saying if it's just the end goal.
And you two might be able to get out of here, but there's no way I'm going to make it out there. I'm not nearly as quiet as you all.
What if
I'm light on my feet, but I am not stealthy.
What if we got like a distraction further into the valley? Like I could run out.
Well, I don't think there's...
I could run out through the bushes and maybe set one of these other patches on fire.
I don't think there's an issue with us getting out of here. The issue is just there's too many enemies nearby at the moment for us to safely get out of here.
I need to wait. Yeah, definitely. Let them lower their guard a little bit, or get confused at the very least.
How long are we going to wait inside?
What is it? Dark out? What time of day? I'm assuming there's a little bit of light coming in here.
Yeah, I think it was 12. I believe. I believe
Yeah,
it was 12
It was
o'clock.
still pretty early.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to call 12.
I'm gonna. So you guys are ready in actions on the door.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the entrance of the bush so that I could still see outside, but also still see inside.
Okay. Eventually, you notice that by the time you get out there, you're able to see the two hobgoblins that went inside come out and say, "All right, man, we're going back home. Tomorrow we're going to investigate more." And then they proceed
Actually,
to go
do
on.
you speak
They
Goblin?
proceed to go this way.
Yeah, they're going to go up
Do
to...
you speak Goblin?
Can you make a fake voice though? Can you imitate them?
I can.
Like someone who ever has
Can,
magic, like not
when
just
you-
speak
red
the
sticks.
language, but imitate their voice.
That was like the skill that I asked
I've
for
got one.
when you got your double-handed sword.
of like ventriloquism or whatever.
Well, not just being able to
Mimic.
yeah,
Okay.
mimic.
Okay.
That I know the language so well, I can just be like, "Ah," because whatever.
So if
So, yeah.
is there any way to like disguise his look maybe with magic or whatever? I don't know. Magic seems to do a lot of things.
I don't have any magic right now.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. The
My
hobgoblin-
magic only amplifies my mind, nothing more.
So only two of them went.
No, two of them came out of the... So two of them went inside. Two of them, by the time you got outside, and after talking to everybody inside, basically made it out to the other the total of 15 now, and they're making their way on up. They mentioned that they're going to investigate tomorrow.
The total of 15 are gone.
Yeah, so yeah, all the hobgoblins are gone.
I suggest we take this opportunity and leave.
How about the orcs?
Yeah.
We don't know yet. He's still out there.
So yeah,
He's on
Oh,
the nose
okay.
of the
That's
left.
okay. That's meta knowledge. I'm my bad.
the orcs eventually go back into their caves after they see the hobgoblins going up top there.
All right, I'll go back in. All right, guys, it looks like they gave up for at least the day. And they said they were going to come back tomorrow. All 15 went back up the mountain. I don't see the orcs anymore.
Well, is it clear
Seems
to
like the
get out-
most decent time to make a break for it.
Okay, then I
I'm
should probably
actually
do so.
curious. these were hobgoblins. Didn't we encounter a hobgoblin when we were in that other room?
We got attacked because they came through the trap door.
I'm assuming
it's
that they have
connected
some
to
kind of
theirs.
truce to
Yeah.
stay out of each other's way. And we killed one, and they came to investigate.
Well, aside of the fact that we were messing with their... Oh, well, I guess that wasn't in
Well,
common, so...
The one that came to the door and said that they were coming down to negotiate. They weren't speaking of the fact that we killed one of their own, did they?
No, they said you broke truce, which I'm assuming is us killing the goblin. I don't know. You're the smart one.
I don't speak goblin, though.
Well, they don't speak too much like us, but they said you broke truce. Why break truce?
Well, either way, I believe we should probably get out of here and discuss this after we're out of their territory.
Yes.
Well, the question is, do we want to wait till night, or do we want to try to do it now in daylight?
We've fought
It's better-
goblins. Have we fought orcs before?
Not yet, no.
Most of us,
Hobgoblins and goblins.
most of us can't see at night.
Yeah, most of us can't see at night, and I believe, if the stories are correct, that orcs are capable of seeing perfectly in the dark. And if we have orcs out here, that's not going to be a good thing.
It's high noon.
Yeah,
Might as well take our chance now.
yeah. At least while we can see effectively.
Okay.
All right.
How about you and the boy make a break for it first? Since well, shit, you can't.
No,
you
someone-
don't move as fast. Well, I don't know. How do you?
I suggest when we get out of here
Yeah.
that we cover our tracks as well.
I believe the scouts should do the scouting thing and at least stay a little ways ahead of us just to mark a safe pass for us to go through.
Okay.
Maybe if you want to move together or just
I was
one
going to
of
cover
you.
the rear since we're running.
When we were coming up here and following the river, was there any point that we could have passed, through the river?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, the river is going to go straight south.
Yeah.
It's so small that I didn't want to even mark it on the map. But you can actually zigzag back and forth on the river, so
Okay.
no problem at all.
I suggest at one point we probably cross the river to cover our tracks.
yeah.
At which point we could have somebody that's trained in such a way to cover our tracks on the way out.
Yeah. Let's make a move for it.
Okay. Yeah, so who's going to go and at least scout or lead?
I'll go ahead and lead.
You're like, that guy, I'm volunteering him.
All right. So we're making a break for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you guys dash, and I'm guessing you're waiting. You're gonna scan the horizon as far as where.
Yeah, Tiverton
Yeah.
was going to take the lead by a little ways, just kind of scout and make sure we have clear passage and kind of lead us through. Because, well, myself and I think you're a halfling, right, Tiverton? Yeah, so we move kind of slow, so.
All right. So
Do you move 30?
Yeah.
Okay.
you're able to easily see. It's harder to see over here. You're not able to see up on this cliff wall right here, whether anybody's there or not, because of course you'd almost have to be out here to be able to view up there, because this is completely flat, whereas this is sloped steeply. So I mean, there could technically be somebody hiding right there and be able to see you. However, if you skirt the wall here, if you can't see them, they can't see you. So, it's just you running out right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 arrows.
And all right.
I'm going to keep the telepathy on until we're out of here,
Okay.
so we can talk without having to.
Did you just
Actually
fly
talk.
across the map?
No, I didn't.
Oh, basically, this is showing which
I
direction.
said here, here,
Yeah.
and then I came over here.
Oh yeah, you don't have to.
I'm giving a pathway of where I'm
Yeah,
trying
you don't
to
have
go.
to count out squares or anything.
Yeah.
So now is everybody else going?
It's like a
If he gives it
Dragon
all
Ball Z
clear,
jump,
yeah.
like,
I'm assuming we're watching for some type of a sign.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
I'm
he's
gonna-
out there.
I'm gonna
in
take
the
out the
bush,
Mm.
watching him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna take up the rear. And
Now
Do we
there's-
need to make stealth checks?
There's a 1 in 12 chance that something happens. It's 12.
Oh,
Jesus.
Okay.
so
yeah.
where in that did that happen?
So what ends up happening is an orc kind of comes out here and looks across the cavern there, and now it's stealth. Everybody gets a stealth check. It's Tipperton. You already went, so it's everybody else basically versus his base perception.
Is
So
that? I have to ask. Is that a corner? Don't move it. Don't move it. Is that a corner?
I'll give you that a 20.
Okay.
Okay.
'Cause that's very lightly tilted.
I forgot what I rolled. I think I rolled an 8.
You rolled low.
Yeah, I know I rolled low. I rolled a single digit, so...
No, like lower than that.
Oh.
You got
I
a
don't know about
negative
that.
number. That's a 21 for me.
An 11 for me.
You guys are gonna hate me.
4.
That's a 6.
Oh, ouch.
The orc looks over, and he spots you. He just sees you, essentially. And you can tell it was right here, between this gap right here, that kind of got you. Everybody else wasn't seen at all. You're the last one, and you
I
dashed.
probably don't.
I was literally
notice
saying
that
I
he
took
sees
up
me.
the rear. That's
Oh,
why
okay,
I kept on
well,
trying to ask
okay,
where
well-
was this happening.
He spotted you, and then of course didn't see you. Go across the way, and now the orc's kind of staring at you guys, and you guys are hunkered down right here.
Do we even know that he saw us though?
If you want to take a perception check, you can do that.
So I'm right here.
DC is 10.
Oh yeah, I got it then.
And then
Yeah, us 3 would have been there. Yeah.
If it's well above, if it's 15 or more, you can see that. So 10 to see the orc, 15.
19.
Okay, yeah, you see that he spotted you and is tracking you. He's actually moving his head. So, his hands are crossed, just looking out at you.
I keep on telepathy. I've been spotted. Keep moving.
Or not.
Okay, are they...
I'm
Oh, yeah, okay, we're going to keep moving.
Yeah, you
I
probably
guess.
we
just
should wait.
dash,
I mean,
I'm guessing.
I mean, if we've been spotted, then we might as well go into
He's
it.
actively looking. I think
Yeah.
we should just wait a sec.
Well, if he's spotted, I
'Cause
mean,
it
we
was-
should probably go into a dash if
Moving.
we've been spotted because they're going to know that we're here. At this point, we just need to run.
Keep moving. I will stay here for a second.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys keep moving.
Yeah, I guess another stealth
that's
check,
another
or are we
stealth?
keeping what we had?
I don't like to roll too many times, so let's
Well,
keep the same
nah.
stealth roll.
All right, and I'll move up to where Tipperton's at.
Okay.
And I'll continue following him.
And me.
The orc eventually walks back into the cave.
I take my chance to run.
Okay. And now, are we staying in that bush, or are we?
No, we're gonna
leaving
keep
the
going.
caves
That was
okay?
just where
Okay.
we
You
meant
leave the
to.
cave. Okay, you leave the caves. You eventually go past all of the pine trees that have needles sticking up and bent, curled needles and everything, and you go on down the way, following the river down. Now let's bust out the real map, the big map. So it's 12 o'clock. You guys move a total of 24 squares, and you are unimpeded by forest.
Except for Tipperton.
Okay.
Well, no,
Tipperton allows us to
Allows
be able
us.
to
Yeah, he's the one who's
Aren't
leading
impeded.
us.
yeah.
Are.
So where are we at then? On the map?
I suggest that we stay off the road.
Okay.
It tends to attract attention.
Well, there is no road until we get all the way back down to the main road that goes through.
Should we be
Right.
covering our tracks? Because, like, if they're... I mean, at some point... Did we cross the water, actually? I'm assuming
If you
we-
want to.
Okay.
Because, of course, this is water, so and that's going to be, imagine the Caves of Chaos just going it straight
said
south.
it's-
That's where the river goes.
You said it's small. Can we walk like in the river?
Yeah. This is,
It's
you can walk
winter.
through. Yeah. Oh, and it's winter, too.
Oh, yeah. No, not doing that.
Well,
No,
it's the beginning of spring, so.
It's also
yeah.
noon.
Yeah. Either way, I'd say we at least cross the river once, try to cover the tracks a bit.
Okay.
And
All
continue
right.
on.
So, yeah, you eventually make it back to the road, no problem. And which direction are we going?
How far away are we moving? Because we're going to come back here, aren't we?
What's closest?
I don't know. We hadn't made any plans. We just said we were trying to get out of here for right now.
Well,
but
were we
let's
doing in
find
the
out,
first
because
place?
if we're...
So you were going to get 20 gold is what you were going to get for basically scouting out the caves is what
I guess we did scout the cave, essentially.
Yeah.
It's full of orcs, hobgoblins, and goblins.
well,
And possibly
not goblins
ogres.
anymore, but
well, and also there's
Yeah, let's give you more tribes.
many other caves. I think there's one over here, 2 over here also, 3 over here, right over by me. So you kind of know what's up. You know the hobgoblins definitely came from that cave for sure.
Were there any...
And there are goblins over here and there's orcs over here. Those
There's
caves
not
over there.
goblins there anymore.
Yeah, no more goblins.
Were there any tribal signatures, like symbols or anything? Because usually goblins, orcs, and whatnot
They have a tribe.
have tribal tattoos marking something to indicate what they're from.
Let's see. On a
Because I'm actually carrying one of their shields. Because remember, I'd grabbed one off the ground. I went Spartan with his spear. I was like defensive.
Let's see. On a 5 and a 6, they do. Hey, I'm rolling high. All right, so it's a lightning bolt.
It's a lightning bolt. So
Well, it's a stylized lightning bolt that's really badly drawn.
okay. Was there any ornamentation on the hobgoblins at Tipperton or Keyleth would have seen?
Not the ones you encountered.
Okay. Okay. Well, I was just curious for possibly framing other tribes, so we know one of their symbols at least.
Well,
all right. That's still what were we planning on doing? Did
you
we
guys
go
are
back to the keep, or did we want to
take a long rest and go back in?
Yeah, so probably take a rest and
I'd kind of
see if we can do more.
I was gonna say I'd kind of like to stick close and observe what they do tomorrow after they find out that we're gone and all the goblins are dead.
Or maybe they're gonna have to send someone out to get food. We could possibly even catch a hunting band off guard, and lower the numbers further.
We have no idea when they would do that, though.
We don't, but we have the advantage that they don't know we're here currently. Well, they know you're here, but not us.
Well, then what's our plan before we go too far down to the road or anything else like that?
The road.
No, not quite. I don't think.
Let's retcon a minute, and because we didn't make a plan of what we were doing. As soon as we got past the screwy forest, and we cross over the river once, let's take a second. So what is our general idea? What are we wanting to do here? So we were just offered payment to be able to scout this place out, not really to do anything else. I mean, we've already taken out a small tribe of goblins that have probably been screwing around with the area, but looking at probably
instead of
the same number of orcs and at least 15 hobgoblins, we've got a massive amount of people here to take care of if we do want to try to do that.
But instead of scouting, we drastically change the situation, and we don't know what they're going to do after they find out what we've done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we should stay and scout that situation as well, in my opinion. And we can just kind of camp here at the screwy forest and see if anything happens.
Honestly, I could lean either way because
or just past the screwy forest a few yards.
Maybe
past.
we could negotiate a higher pay since we're doing this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could lean either way because we get payment for what we've done, plus we get more payment for taking care of them, and we can resupply with better equipment or whatever we need while we're in town. So it may be better just to kind of go ahead and continue on.
Anybody
go to
with
the keep.
Anybody with a nature skill who's actually proficient in nature, go ahead and give me that.
Just proficient?
Just proficient. You have to be proficient in it.
22.
22. All right, you got it. All right, 22. You would definitely know that these creatures that anything that's one lives in a forest, but two lives there all the time is going to be very, very proficient in finding people. They're going to be more proficient in the woods than you guys are. Even though Tipperton does have the bonuses they're going to have similar bonuses, regional bonuses, just to Lurkwood specifically. So watch out, staying the night in the Lurkwood, especially with things that can see in the dark. So yeah.
Oh, we are in the Lurkwood, aren't we?
Yeah.
But like I said, we shouldn't probably camp here.
Well, you guys convinced me with the money and armoring up.
Be the best bet. Probably head back then. Yeah. So how far can we make it then before nightfall?
Okay. So.
Kid, tonight's your night with the big thing in this game.
Yeah, if we could get out of forest somehow.
Yeah, we'll see how far we make it.
So we can move 12 this
12 half. Yeah, I guess that'd be a half a day. Yeah.
I mean, we can push into the night if we need to. We don't have to break camp
to the
at
crossroads?
dark.
Or perhaps the bridge.
Well, 14 can get us to Kivik.
That's not bad. Yeah, you would basically be getting there when the sun goes down, type of a deal, in twilight, basically. So yeah.
Which would give us a place to rest, and then we can make the trek back to the fort afterwards.
Yeah.
It's fine with
And we can warn
me.
Kivik.
Yeah.
Perhaps send someone to Kivik to go over to the other one.
All right, so
No,
you
probably not. They don't like to go there unless they're armored.
We have caravans and people that travel.
Oh, I give your spear back.
It's just to spread the word.
Durhale.
I just used it as a walking stick for now.
I just don't want to carry it. I already got my big weapon, but thank you. I'm going to keep the shield, though, the shitty-ass shield.
That's fine.
You eventually get to Kivik. Definitely the.
We got all that gold, though. You still got that marked down? All the shit that we found in that
the
bag?
party loot.
Yeah, I got that.
I guess we could divvy that out, too, since we'll have somewhere to safely do that at.
First thing I want to do when we get in Kivik is try to find Livy before the night goes on.
Okay. You're not really sure where he lives. Are you going to go to the temple?
Yeah.
Okay. The temple. There is light in the temple, a small candlelight, and he actually doesn't ever shut the doors. So the doors are actually open, and you see him sitting by, and he's reading.
Well, I don't know him by Livy, but my player does.
Titus Livius is his name.
Titus Livy. Titus.
He looks over and he says, "Oh, you just popped out of nowhere." He says, "Come on in. Let me put on a few." And he actually amplifies the light heavily and lights about four candles or so. Sit down. What can I do for you?
There's supposed to be something going on tonight. Some astrological event.
Oh. Did you actually tell him that, or did?
No,
you
last
didn't.
time, no.
Okay, no, he's not an astrologist. He doesn't know. He says, "Well, I guess keep your. I'm guessing a meteor shower or something. Let's keep an eye out."
The priest of Saloon, priestess of Saloon, said that there would be something tonight.
Well, then that's a sure sign. If Esther said something, then it's for sure going to happen. We should probably. Was it going on right now, or
tonight? I don't know when.
Okay, he outside right now is about getting dusk. Essentially, it's to the point where the sun is below the horizon. However, there is still a little light in the sky. He says, "Well, yeah, I'll make sure to check it out. Run over here and tell me if you end up seeing it. What are you guys doing in town?"
We're going back to the keep, but may I? It's difficult for me to talk. Could I? To your mind?
I don't know what that means, but you can't harm me, so sure.
Telepathy straight into his mind. It's like, this is much easier for me to speak through.
He goes, "Oh, okay. He says, "Oh, okay, you're magical. Okay, you have some sort of innate magical ability. All right. You're gonna have to explain to me how you do that."
We could probably do it at a later date. If you want, you can actually spend some time outside and we can watch it and I can explain.
Sure. And now I'm talking like you now. Wow, you are better at talking with with this. You call it telepathy?
Telepathy. Correct.
I've never learned that spell, huh? Yeah, let me get my things and I'll come outside. I have a bottle of cider here. We'll bring out, and he goes outside.
This is also another thing I can do. We were sent to, while he's like packing up things. We were sent to investigate some caves up to the north of here. The caves of, what are they called?
Chaos.
Caves of Chaos.
Doesn't sound good. Now, it was a part of that map, I'm assuming that.
Yes.
I did spot that. I didn't know what to make of that, but so the caves are actually there.
Yes, they are, and they're full of orcs, hobgoblins, and goblins. From what we've seen.
And we are the closest town to, and we have not a lot of. We don't have a mountain to save us.
I show him from the past day of, because I can do this. I can project mental images too.
Okay.
pretty much of our path leading there and what actually like occurred.
He kind of looks a little shocked at the fact that he has images in his brain that are not his. And he says, "Oh, yeah, that is a very large ravine or cavern or something like that. Those ruins in there look interesting.
You wouldn't by chance know what those ruins are from, do you?
Well, if I were to make a guess, it probably has something to do with the ancient Nethril Empire. There seems to be a lot of the ruins up here. We seem to have some of the best preserved ruins in Faerun.
I came to the same conclusion, but I didn't get a closer look.
Yeah, I'd almost have to see. If you can find their building material, if they're made out of any kind of... Rubs one of the columns as he's leaving outside, and he says, if it's made out of this strange material, it's definitely Nethril. They can't... not sure exactly what it is. What are you guys doing, just so I can know what's going on?
Well, I don't remember the exact setup of the
town. As far as the town, yeah, I do have the... Oh, basically, there's two predominant. Well, there's technically three predominant deals. One's not on the map. One's a logging camp that's outside of town. But there is an inn who Gifford of Kivik, who is the technical leader, kind of. It's kind of Livy and Gifford. He is he has the inn. So if you want to go to the inn, and then of course you can go down to the river.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get a drink first because
Okay.
Ale.
Yeah, you go to the inn. The inn is completely open. It's lit inside. You actually walk inside, and Gifford, who is a wide-bodied, short, and squarish general frame, looks up at you and he says, "Well, it's interesting seeing you guys here. How about a drink for you guys?
Yeah,
Do you need food?"
I'll take that as well.
Okay.
Eat and drink
How much
myself.
is it costing?
We're gonna go for a whole entire meal, 5 copper. That's meal, drink, everything.
That's fine. After that, though, I mean, they don't have a smithy or anything like that.
Oh, no.
Do they have a general shop?
In there, he actually does have things that he can sell you. And I think you guys looked at what he had to sell before.
I thought that was a different town. I was
No,
the same list.
we've seen that list from here.
I know you guys bought a net
okay.
from here.
Yeah, I did.
Here you are. Nothing impressive, but
How much? I guess we haven't divvied out the money.
I'm gonna
yet, so we
eat
don't
and
know.
rest. That's all I'm gonna do.
okay, excellent.
And help Tipperton count out the money.
Eh. So they're all just weapons then. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything you're specifically needing?
No, I was just looking to see if there was anything I saw that was useful. So, it looks like what you've got is mostly for killing things, and I've got mine right here. Yeah,
Well, mostly for fishing, really, but you can use them for whatever. But yeah, you I'm guessing you guys are staying here the night, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about 1 silver for each person, and you get meal in the morning. Completely good to go on food for the next day.
No, it's fine by me.
Good with that.
All right. So yeah, there's a table in the main area. There's only 2 tables in the actual main area. When we think of a tavern, we always think of a bunch of tables and then upstairs. This is actually just a few rooms. There's probably 3 or 4 rooms, and then 1 little area with a desk right beside it. So you guys can eat at the main table there right beside the front door. It's real small.
Is there anyone else in there other than the barkeep?
No.
Then I'll pull out the bag and dump all the coins on the table
Yeah.
to start count.
And he leaves you alone. He isn't watching you or anything like that. Yeah. You guys have your coin out, and what's it looking like?
All right, the split is. You guys ready?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, 12 Electrum, 19 gold, 75 silver, and 817 copper pieces.
17, Jesus. 817.
Yep. And then we have some party that we aren't going to split just because it's not splittable at this time.
So yeah, you
I
guys.
don't need them.
So you guys are staying in the
I got
tavern
like
while
a
this is
throw
going on, I'm
people.
guessing, or
Yeah.
okay. I would say you guys, I'm guessing you're telling Livy kind of what's you mentioned you're going to tell him about your magic, or
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of explain it to him, and he roughly gets it, and everything. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I was gonna say, just out of curiosity, I think Toby is going to kind of hang off to the back and just kind of watch, like leaning up like 20 feet behind him or something, just out of curiosity.
Okay, so you guys are going outside.
Well, I'm gonna follow him with the
yeah.
moonlight thing.
They basically go to the edge of the river, which there's kind of a slope down to the river, and they just kind of sit in the edge of the slope, and then you're out looking out over the marsh. Night washes over the northern sky. Tonight is the darkest night of the month. Saloon is absent from the sky, and the stars are incredibly vivid as a transitive nightfall of diamonds covers the sky from horizon to horizon. Eventually, you notice a green glimmer that streaks through the sky, then a purple streak. Soon the whole sky comes to life as green and purple light illuminates the surroundings. You all sit staring up in awe as you each silently say a small prayer to the moon goddess Saloon. It's the Northern Lights.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm looking at, so I'm just like,
It looks magical.
okay,
I mean, it
that
genuinely
was-
looks magical.
Yeah. That was an interesting, just kind of, when it's over and done with, I just head on inside and just kind of like, okay, well that was unique.
And Livy says, I've never seen this before, but I haven't been here too long, so that's interesting. I'm going to have to talk to Esther when she comes back this direction.
I would also like to see what that was about as well. She didn't explain much to me when she was telling me about it.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to turn in. It was good seeing you guys. Hopefully you're able to come back by Kivik here. You said you're going to the keep after this?
Correct.
Oh, good. I wish you good travels. You're probably leaving in the morning, I'm guessing.
Correct.
Probably won't see you tomorrow morning, but it's good seeing you fellows. Thanks for letting me know about the Caves of Chaos. Apparently that's what we're calling it now, and it has a pretty rightful name. So, good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
And I'll tell the innkeeper to make sure people aren't traveling up north into the woods.
Okay.
There is a very large band of goblinoids up there.
All right. Yeah, he says he will. You guys sleep through the night and wake up the next morning. Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Well, better press on, I guess. Oh, of course we get our free, or not free, but our food and drink for the day, for the morning.
As we get started and start heading back up north, gentlemen, if you don't mind going overland, I think we can cut our travel down by a little bit.
Fine by me. I mean, we're on foot
Bring
anyway,
down.
aren't we?
Yeah, except for me, I'm on my dog.
I'll leave the navigation to you.
I'm fine with it.
Can't you just always talk to us in telepath? I'm just kidding.
It's character development. Come on.
Everybody give me a
I had
perception
to say
check.
something.
Oh, jeez. That's a
You
4.
have to be in character, man. He doesn't invade
15.
people's minds without their permission,
8.
unless it's
8.
dire.
All right.
16.
16, you got
15.
it? 15, you got it?
4.
4. All right. You see a giant, once again, moving along mountains. He's going this direction.
Oblivious of giants. I missed it last.
And, yeah, he's going that direction. It's like the exact same thing.
All right.
He seems to be, like, swatting in the air a little bit, but keeps on going.
I don't happen to see something smaller above him, like a dragon.
No dragon, no dragon. All right.
Okay. Well, with that little shortcut, actually gets us back to the keep in one day.
Oh, damn. Okay, that's good deal. Good deal. So I'm guessing that's the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm very right at the end.
All right. So yeah, it's and we remember what the keep looks like. Where you will go up to the gate, and the guards let you in. They know who you are by now.
And to the captain of the guard to keep the Borderlands.
Okay. And so yeah, it is dark though. It is.
No, I'm calling
evening.
I'm calling on him.
Well, wait, how dark is it? Like just after sundown, or like dark?
Essentially the same time as it would be when you got to Kvothe. So basically, the sun is completely set.
Yeah. So, I'll go ahead and go to the secondary gate and ask
second
for,
gate.
Talbot.
So, he says, "Is there any way this could wait till the morning time? What do you guys need to see Talbot for?"
So we can leave first thing
to
in the morning.
report, so we can. What he said.
He says, "Just one moment," and one of them goes out. And
He'll want to know what we have to tell him.
And then eventually Talbot comes in up to the gate, and he says, "Oh, you guys showed up real quick. So let's go to the." He motions. Oh, he motions you in. He goes ahead and you go up to the top floor. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, finally.
That's a 3.
23.
Okay, yeah, that's what hits it.
23 hits it.
Yeah, to over 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get over 20.
Okay.
23.
23. As you walk past, one of the doors is open, and there is a good book. When I mean a good amount of books, I mean I'm talking a bookshelf that's maybe a few feet long. So you see in one room there's a small bookshelf and a very old man with he can't quite grow a full beard, but he's sitting and reading, and he's completely bald, and he's sitting and reading a book in a room. That's all you see. You just kind of spot that as you go up. And that was on the second floor. You get up to the main room with the desk, the field desk, and he sits you in front of the desk, and he says, "Well, let's hear it. What did you find?"
Well, we got to these caves of chaos, as they apparently are known, and what do you see?
If you don't mind, I could show you.
Oh yeah, the kid's
What?
got a trick. Just let him into your head.
I don't know what that means.
You'll find out.
I'll show him.
Just remove it at the base.
He goes, and everybody reacts pretty much the similar way, where they're like, and they're looking around a little bit, and eventually they kind of figure it out, and they intently look, and he says, "Oh, wow."
So he sees everything, like our fight.
Yeah, what do you want to show him?
Like the
You can
fighting of the
show him.
goblins and the.
I'll leave the money parts out of it, but
Okay,
the
yeah, cool.
fighting
No.
stuff.
Yeah, probably the 15 hobgoblins and the orcs across the way and all that. He says, "Now I never wanted to say how many guards we have here at the keep, but let's just say there's more orcs and goblins and hobgoblins and that you just saw right there than we have at the keep. I can tell you that for sure."
Perhaps you can start mustering them up a little early in the morning and running some drills and getting them into shape, because as I've seen so far, your boys are not.
Yeah. No.
Even the ones that you got aren't prepared. For
No,
this.
we need to. We don't need to be recruiting from the locals here. We need to actually go up. We need to go back to Mirabar and get more people. Is probably what we're going to end up doing. But it's
Just
actually
saying the guys that you got here should probably be
warming
up.
Well, they need to stay in the walls, I believe. I don't trust them. Trust them out and about. I don't trust them even guarding a caravan. Truthfully, we lost all the good ones. But it's interesting. You guys showed up yesterday. A messenger from Mirabar was sent, and
Is that the bald man that we saw downstairs?
Bob.
There's a bald man reading
Oh!
a book downstairs.
Oh yeah, no, Delano. Yeah, what about him?
I said, "Is that your messenger from Mirabar?"
Oh no, that guy can hardly make it down the stairs. There's no way he's the best. He's doing what he always does. He reading and sitting is all he can do, and slinging a spell here and there. But But yeah, we've heard from Mirabar. A messenger was sent that a certain Pascal, I guess his name is Pascal from Silvery Moon. He's some sort of noble or some sort of person from Silvery Moon that wishes to speak with you. He says he'll be here in
us.
Well, he specifically said the heroes of Olka, so I think you guys earned a name, I think.
We tend to do that from where we go, from whence we travel, whatever.
You say he's from Silvery Moon. Is he an elf?
Yeah.
Well, that I don't know. All I know is his name is Pascal. Pasquel.
Can I roll
my half elf? I spelled it as Pascal. Like
can I roll half elf knowledge?
Oh, yeah.
Can I roll like knowledge into?
Oh, yeah. If you have
and recognizing a name or
yeah. I mean,
elfish name.
Overall, through the whole thing, as far as identifying a person, maybe not. But no, go ahead and give me it'd be a general history knowledge if you want to give me that.
17.
Okay, so you're above 15. Good.
22.
22.
I'm rolling high tonight.
All right, so I'll give you the 15 stuff. Of course, you also know this too. So Silvery Moon. Silvery Moon is I think it's the Jewel of the North, I believe is what it's called. So it's basically
that's Neverwinter.
That is Neverwinter.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Mirabar, which is something very similar also. But anyway, it's it is the civilized capital of the North. It's not as far north as you are, nor is not as far as north as Mirabar, but it's essentially that approximately that latitude. So Silvery Moon, of course, is known for a high elf population. It's going to be known for especially as far as in literary circles, it has one of the top 3 or 4 libraries in Faerun. So that's what you definitely catches your eye as far as Silvery Moon goes. It's also a leader, and now to go into the 20 or more. So 20 or more, and of course it's a very large city. For that far north, it's a gargantuan city. Now above that, Silvery Moon is the capital of what's called the Silver Marches. The Silver Marches is an area that's almost. We're almost on the edge of it. That is a good aligned cities are all part of the Silver Marches, basically. So it is the leader of a unification of 10 or so towns. So yeah.
Okay. Well, when's he say he's going to arrive?
It could be between 1 or 2 weeks.
We have plenty of time to take on other tasks.
Plenty of time to move around. Hopefully we're still here by the time he gets back.
And he said he'll meet you here. He's gonna go ahead and stay in the keep for a few weeks, so you won't miss him.
Oh, okay.
How far is Mirabar from here? Would I know this? Is it on that map?
I think 3 days. 3 days travel off the map. 2 or 3.
Off of that map?
So 3 days additional off the map? Or?
Additional off the map.
Yeah, okay, so like a week's worth of travel.
Need to be trying to go to Mirabar.
I think, it's nighttime now.
Well,
so,
Captain, I would suggest first thing in the morning that you send word to Mirabar and see what kind of men you can muster. Other than that, I believe that we will be going back in the morning to see what else we can find, given that we destroyed a good chunk of their forces, and they said that they were going to investigate yesterday. So we don't know what the situation is now that we've kind of affected it. So we're going to go back. But I believe you mentioned something about 20 gold.
Oh, of course. He divvies out 20 gold.
Is that each?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What would you pay if we took care of this problem ourselves?
Oh, entirely. I'm going to have to look into the funds for that. Definitely, we will reimburse you for sure, for certain. And also, we'll see what we can get from Mirabar. I think that's what we're really going to have to dip into their coffers a little bit. While we're, as far as the metals that we tend to be very plentiful is pig iron, and I don't think you want a payment in pig iron. Of course, with Mirabar.
Carry something like like that.
Yeah, not enough to make it worth your while. So we'll see what we can dig up. But for certain, if you're able to take care of this problem, I mean, that cavern system, it seems gargantuan. I can't imagine you'd be able to take the whole thing. But of course you'll be
It
paid.
really takes time.
Of course.
Guerrilla tactics. If that's a thing back then.
Oh yeah,
It's always been a thing.
always been a thing.
Not
I mean,
necessarily
the
called
phrase.
that.
The
yeah.
phrase.
Exactly.
That's what a lot of the wars were fought by. were guerrilla
Yeah, but
tactics.
I don't think they called them gorillas,
No.
especially in Faerun.
So yeah,
Do
we
they have gorillas in Faerun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
in the
It's
jungles of
different
Schultz.
jungles,
Yeah.
so you don't really
It's
ever
also
find it.
differently
Mestica.
spelled than the animal gorilla.
Yeah. So yeah, you now it's he says, is there anything else I can do for you, gentlemen? Now, how are you staying here, or are you going to be leaving, or?
I mean, we're going to stay here for the night, maybe resupply in the morning, and then
course.
head out real early.
Of course. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Of course, you have full range of the armory if you need to.
For free?
No.
Oh. I kind of guess that.
I'm gonna take a peek back in the armory, see if I.
Okay. Well, yeah, tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow,
Yeah.
yes.
No.
Yeah. I thought I'll see myself
Open
out.
it up.
Yeah, I'll see myself out or to the inn.
Thank you for watching Keep on the Borderlands. Once again, please like and subscribe to Opportunity Attacks so you never miss an episode.